Hey, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Holy moly.
Everything's going to get better now, right?
We survived.
This says 2021.
2021.
It won?
Yeah.
It didn't lose? It didn't lose? It won?
Yeah.
Oh, 2021?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Are you writing on your checks 2021 or is it still 2020?
Yes.
People don't want
2021.
checks.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's going to be a better year, all right? You want to know why? It's because of people like you. Our sponsors on these episodes are you. Hey, guys, right here. And this right here, Mobile Infantry, guys. Thank y'all so much for going above and beyond the Call of Duty. If y'all love content like this that we do here at the Angry Joe Show and you want to see more of it going into 2021, please consider supporting us on either Patreon or YouTube, or hell, Twitch is a good one as well. Thank you, guys. Just, that goes one step beyond, and it basically helps us when we get demonetized and other stuff like that. Kind of run the show the way we want to run the show, the way you guys want to run the show. We got a lot of really awesome, cool new things coming this year, and hopefully it will be a better year overall for everyone after we got out of that terrible. I mean, I guess we're still in it. You know,
we're crawling out, maybe.
Crawling out, and things will be better, and hopefully movies will be coming back, and because a lot of movies.
Like it.
You know, I do like it here too, Joe. But I'm talking about so we can review them. Like, where's 007? Where's Saint Maud? Where's Antlers? Even
on
Antlers.
HBO Max.
I know. Well,
I'm looking
some
forward
of
to
those.
Antlers. That one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to see some scary movies and stuff. So hopefully we'll have movie reviews back up and running for you guys. So yeah, basically this year, this week's sponsor is you guys via Patreon. Just recently on the Patreon, we are naming our Warhammer models that you've been seeing. Joe's got Necrons and Space Marines. Alex has got the Death Guard and the Nurgle Before Christmas.
Those are special, though.
Those are special. And then I've got the, Imperial Guard and the custom Angry Army Legion. And my special one is the Golden Boys.
Golden Boys.
So if you guys want to be a part of some of those armies, check on our Patreon, and there's a little section that you can go to, and we'll get those names, because we'll have some of those battle reports here in 2021 as we move forward. 2021 is also going to be a big year for board games. Me and Alex have a design company, which other Joe is the best play tester in the world.
He break everything.
Tries to break our games and stuff. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that. Street Fighter is in. In fact, we're doing an unboxing later on today. Live, and we'll have some more content on that in the future. So Angry Joe stuff, merchandise, and games and things like that is coming your way. So thank you guys so much for supporting us throughout all these years, and let's have a great 2021 together. So let's jump into the first gaming news of 2021. Is it some good news? It's probably all bullshit, because there's really not much going on.
We got some good news, but there is a lot of other stories.
This week also I'll be working on, we're returning to work on Cyberpunk 2020 Angry Review tomorrow, and then working on that until it's out. And then we'll be going into our top 10 lists, comprehensive top 10 lists of the year, which I do in January. And then I'm sure some garbage movies will come out in January. Our friends at Red Letter Media is always a big fan of
I could find you
crap
some
movies in January. All right, maybe we'll do another OJ's bad movie review. Let's go.
I'll bring the alcohol.
Let's do it.
All right, so Epic Games bought a mall. You know how malls aren't doing, people aren't buying stuff. And so they bought a whole mall. They're going
the mall
to
in Wonder Woman? They got a secret black market back room?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that you can do in malls nowadays is film Stranger Things and, like, things from the 80s, because malls don't really exist anymore. So they're buying the Cary Town Center, a 980,000 square foot site just down the road. So it's in Cary, North Carolina. It's going to be their new home campus, which will open in 2024. They're going to refurbish and rebuild. And so I imagine we're going to see a lot of companies do that, because you have these huge shopping centers with
nothing
in them. And so they're just kind of sitting
Well,
around.
a lot of people don't know Warframe was made in a mall. You know, they kind of have a little mall area. It's like I was walking through a mall, and then you go in there, and then there's their offices, though. Now they've moved out. They got some offices across the street. But I wonder where the Fortnite guys are being put, and then the Epic Store development team are being put. You guys
There's not a
pretty
team.
small.
There's
Yeah.
one person in charge of the Epic Game Store based on how
He's
that thing
down
runs.
the hall.
Fucking,
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
Fortnite will get the big entirety of Macy's and fucking J.C. Penney's and Dillard's, and the development
they
team
had the
for the
LAN
store
parties.
will get that.
So
yeah,
falling apart.
the LAN party area or the fucking Spencers or the KB Toys, which no longer
Yeah,
exists.
all of those things. Is like, what are you talking about? Those things don't exist anymore.
Never heard of any of those.
Yeah. So the one person in charge of the Epic Game Store, he gets a broom closet.
Excellent.
Yes. No windows. No
Good.
features. All right.
Maybe they'll do some tours, and we can go over to their mall and check it out.
Yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right. Apple news. Apple.
Is it the lawsuit again?
No lawsuit this time.
Just making sure.
No,
Nice,
not
Joe.
until we get actual
Nice.
details.
Burn.
Apple has removed 39,000 games from the Chinese
Holy
iOS store, and including Assassin's Creed Identity, NBA 2K, and a bunch of other like big games were just purged from the list.
What?
Now, so China has been cracking down on illegal games, or games without licenses in the country, and so they had set, I think 4 years ago, that's like, look, it needs to be off of the Android system, and Apple has removed them because they didn't have like the proper ISBN numbers. And so Apple's been clamping down on all titles
They
that
think
didn't have
they're like copycat fake.
Yeah, they just didn't have the proper certification. Apple's like, look, just give us the certification and everything's fine. And so some big games that were not fake got taken down because they didn't go through the process.
Okay.
So they didn't have the proper ISBN from China's National Press and Publication Administration. So that's the government body that handles approval for all these things. So there's probably a lot of mobile game companies that are freaking out right now because
They're
now
losing
that is the
lots of money.
largest largest video game market in the entire world. They're the largest consumer of mobile games. They spend the most on mobile games, and Apple said no. So we will have to see what
But
happens.
it's Apple in China.
Yeah, it's the iOS store in China. So they removed all of them from the store for the time being. So I imagine these companies can go out, register with that body, get the proper ISBN.
You would think it'd be something simple.
Some
Just
hands are going to
like,
be
look,
greased pretty soon here for some of those games and trying to get back up there. If they're copycats, obviously, some of the bigger ones are going to be able to get back up.
So the reason this happened is China passed a law that all paid games or titles with in-app purchases must be approved by the regulator back in 2016. But while Android stores have been enforcing this for 4 years, loopholes enable developers to release games on iOS in China without the ISBN. And so Apple's just kind of closing this loophole up.
Okay.
So
Okay.
big deal for some game companies.
Yeah. A little more regulation on that end for China, but of course it all has to go through the Chinese body and in order to
Make
get
sure that
approved. So
No
Who knows?
skeletons.
who knows is that? Yeah.
No zombies, no any of that stuff. Well, I got some interesting news about Resident Evil. So Resident Evil movie reboot finally wraps filming. And I was like, this isn't gonna have Paul,
Oh,
Paul
no.
Anderson
Mila.
didn't do it. Mila's not going to be in it, and so they've wrapped production. And so this actually may be something we get to watch this year.
Pretty soon.
And
Hell yeah. I'm ready to do a review for it.
You've been clamoring for more Resident Evil movies because I don't give two shits.
I saw the first one like a couple days ago 'cause
Zombie
I just wanted
movies.
to check it out.
Oh my God, is it old? Did it really
Yeah.
get grainy film and
Oh
stuff?
man,
It's something.
It's something.
it.
Hey, Marilyn Manson did an amazing job on that soundtrack. I
Yeah.
love those.
He's done a
songs.
lot of really good. He did stuff for John Wick. He's
Yeah,
done some
he's-
really good stuff for
yeah.
some movies.
Not
So
as good as his Resident Evil stuff. His Resident Evil stuff was the best.
This shit was fire, son.
It was.
So, according to director Johannes Roberts, the reboot film looks to draw on the horrifying atmosphere and settings of the video game franchise. With this movie, I really wanted to go back to the original first two games and recreate the terrifying, visceral experience I had when I first played them, while at the same time telling a grounded human story about a small, dying American town that feels both
And
relatable
zombies.
and relevant to today's audiences. So, you had me at the first part. The second part, I don't give two shits about. Again, if you are taking a video game and you're trying to like throw in very human stories about a dying town, you know what no one gives a shit about? Raccoon City in the Resident Evil movie.
People.
They don't care about the dying shops in
Yeah.
Raccoon
We
City
care
in
about
the zombie
characters.
movie.
You got to
So-
focus on the characters and the zombie outbreak. Seizure of Power is the song. Look it up. It's one of my favorites. When I was younger and making little movies and shit,
That's
remember
a
Joe,
go-to
like my
song.
horror
That's a good-
movies,
that's
that
a
was
good
my
one.
go-to song for evil.
Evil. So we'll have to see if this one's any good. I don't have high hopes because typically when the director tells you he's turning Resident Evil into some artsy human story, I don't care. But
I don't believe anybody anymore. After the Superman people on Xbox 360, Superman Returns said, you know what, we're gonna make a Superman game. We know that Superman has bad games, but I've read all the comics. I know Superman, and I was like, all right, we're gonna get it. And it came out and it was garbage. And then Patty Jenkins says she understands Wonder Woman, and she came out and she did Wonder Woman 1984, which completely gets the character wrong. And so I don't trust anybody anymore when they say, I know
trust Hollywood.
I know exactly what I'm doing with this franchise.
No,
don't
you
worry.
don't.
yeah, they have no idea.
No, you don't.
Unless you give us some proof. The proof has to come in the trailer. So we'll wait for the trailer on that. I'm still waiting for a Mortal Kombat trailer. What the hell's going on? I mean, IGN released a cast list, right? And it has some people I like, but I need to see. I need to see a trailer, guys.
Yeah.
But even trailers, they lie to you a lot.
Yeah, remember the Godzilla movie?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this looks cool. And
oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's like
humans.
No, we put in a very human story that you would. It's like no one wants the human story.
There better not be a goddamn single human in Godzilla vs King Kong.
Yeah,
I want it to be just Godzilla.
No, all
just King Kong. Hollywood does not have the balls to do that.
No.
But if they did, that would be the greatest film of all time.
I'd see it twice.
Yeah.
All right. So we've been talking about CD Projekt Red getting sued, right? And
yes.
so there was a class action suit.
Investors.
The investors were going to go after them. The people are like, well, is this going to be immediately thrown out? Is it going anywhere? We've got official from CD Projekt. They are absolutely getting sued. So Rosen Law Firm announced that they were filing class action suit, and we actually got a response from CD Projekt. So they released a regulatory statement on December 25th confirming it was now facing a lawsuit from Rosen Law. The developer said the complaint does not specify the quantity of damage sought, so we don't know what that is, and states it will undertake vigorous action to defend itself against any such claims. So they're going to have to defend themselves, and we'll have to, see what they have actually. Hopefully, they've got all that information that they did show investors. Say, look, we never said it was going to be good. We never said it was going to run well on PlayStation to the investors, and we'll have to see, who. Were they lying to the investors? Were they lying to us?
Like
Who was
if you're going
dishonest?
to tell investors that, I'm not going to give you my money. It's like, well, we don't know if it's going to run well. Well, we don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Investors are making their money. I mean, they're making a lot of money right now. But at the same time, you can't encourage people lying. No. You can't encourage misrepresentation. So we'll see. You got to let that case play out.
Yeah, we do need to see. Have you seen the PlayStation 1 version of Cyberpunk?
Oh my God! Yes, Joe. You need to see it. Put it up here. Put it up here. I played through the thing because that was hilarious. And I was like, you know what? It's not too far off. Well, no, I'm just playing. No, but a nice representation of some of the bugs. And I don't know, back then that might be acceptable, honestly, way back then. But now, it's not acceptable.
Yeah, that's like GoldenEye graphics.
And that's part of the progress that we've done as gamers and and this show as well. Like, don't release buggy games. Yes, you're 100% correct. If you're old school like us and you're like, well, Fallout came out and it was buggy.
Witcher 3,
New Vegas, Skyrim, all these. Yes, you're right. And, there was no big deal. It's like, yeah, there was. It's just we didn't have the power that we do now. And you're just holding people accountable. We're not asking for, much. We're just asking for a, playable game at release that we pay $60 for or more for. And so, yes, while it was acceptable back then, I'm happy that people are like, well, back then, I was like, I'm happy that we've actually had a little bit of progress. And I believe that one day we will have more progress on loot boxes and monetization tied to progression, and hopefully, which will make our games better.
It's not, and so that I hear a lot of people say that argument where it's like, oh, it was just as buggy back in Skyrim and Fallout. But the other thing that they're not taking into consideration is Skyrim didn't have a bunch of gutted content that was promised to us, and Fallout New Vegas didn't have a lot of gutted content that was promised to us.
I'm not on the train of gutted content because I did read a lot of articles like, okay, we're gonna have wall running. Okay, never mind, we're not having wall running.
Yeah, but just like
So that
there's
kinda
there's
stuff.
not functional AI
Yeah,
in the game.
yeah,
There are
yeah, you're
empty
right.
streets. There's a lot of
There's no excuse for the police AI.
I was gonna
That's
say,
the
did
one
you
that
bribe the
bothers
the
me the
cops
most.
yet?
No.
Yeah. Well, so
Get on it.
you have to look at it. So it's yeah.
When I do something bad, they teleport in. John.
Yeah.
They fucking
They
stab
shoot you
me
from
with
the
a
middle of a wall.
Did you just get what? Get stabbed from behind, lifted up
God.
like Bishop and Aliens.
Well, I like getting sniped from 3 miles away, like
yeah,
instant
yeah.
headshot,
When you're
instant
driving.
kill, and you're just like, whoa, what the hell was that? So I think that
Never
all of
even
the
saw it
problems
coming.
got magnified because it wasn't just
Yeah.
buggy. There was a bunch of other things all at the same time. The good news is we're getting free DLC coming early 2021. So CD Projekt has announced we're getting free DLC early this year. Now,
I'll take it, but I want them to focus on the game.
fixing the damn game. So with no details were given, including specific release dates on what the DLC would entail. The official Cyberpunk 2077 website has been updated with the news. I mean, it's an interesting thing because it's like the game. I haven't checked because I didn't play this weekend on PlayStation 4, but it was not functional the last time I played it on PlayStation.
Yeah,
it is not something I want to.
Just hanging out with family is, what I was doing. And honestly, a part of the delay on my review is basically this. It's like I want to play the finished version, but it's got to come out now. But, it's like, God damn, we are going to stream it. We are going to continue playing the game because there are sections of it I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to go back to them. They're looking for. I've been playing pretty much everything else. I did finish it on PlayStation, but there's just nothing that makes me want to go back because it just crashes so often in the current state. So seeing them say they want to release more free DLC coming up, it's like, look, delay the DLC, get everyone who was working on all of that to work on fixing the game so it's not even crashing.
I'm curious, what do you guys think it is? I have an idea. I think it's probably. I would like to see. What would you like to see? Let's just pretend that the game came out perfectly, right?
Yeah.
All right. I would love to see some more Jackie missions. I would love to see like a segment. At the beginning of the game, how you and him are like going on all sorts of missions, and it's just like it cuts to all those. I want to see some Jackie stuff. I love Jackie.
That'd be pretty good,
So
actually.
we haven't got specific details, but what they've said is our planned expansions will take you even deeper into the world of Cyberpunk 2077, offering substantial story-driven content that'll give you tough choices to make through impactful narratives that you won't soon forget. So who knows? I would love to see that too. I mean, I think that there's the strength in this game so far has been some of the characters and the storytelling and the side missions. So if we get more of that, great. But fix the damn game first is
That's number one.
my priority because I don't want to play the game. Like if they're like, hey, the free DLC's out, it's like I don't care. Does it crash every 15 minutes? Because if it still
Yeah.
does, I don't want to play the game.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's all we got for this episode. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about?
Ooh, I do.
Oh no.
I don't know if you guys know this little artist. His name is Kanye West,
Yeah.
aka Yeezus.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
No, never. He's actually trying to make his game being published. He had a meeting with Reggie.
Oh.
He wants to make a game. Kanye wants to make a game with Nintendo.
Yes. And
Perfect fit.
Reggie's like, all right, let's hear you out. They had a meeting. He said he had potential, but no.
I'm a video game god.
Reggie.
Reggie's like,
Reggie
nah.
said,
him
nah,
down.
I'm good, thank
Way
you.
back in the day.
But he's passionate about his project,
Oh.
and he has made a game before. I think it was only one or something
One,
where
yeah.
you guide his mom to heaven.
Oh.
That was the game.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not good
I'll have
considering
the
what
trailer up here.
what happened with his mom.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's weird. I tell you what,
I
another.
don't know what.
Another
the new
shitty thing is
game.
Kim Kardashian. Doesn't she have like the mobile game where you like dress her up and you buy a bunch of
I have no
microtransactions and shit? That's probably what this game was about. It was probably filled with
Probably.
tons of microtransactions, and he thought, well, what about Nintendo, right? That's what kids play these days. Nintendo. He probably went over and Reggie's like, no, we don't. We're all right, bro. We don't need that shit.
He was very passionate.
So it
about
doesn't
the
matter how
project.
Of course
passionate
he
he
is.
is.
He's gonna come and he's gonna talk. And he's gonna be like,
Look,
I'm like,
real
ah.
rap geniuses. Real
Well,
rap
good on
geniuses.
Reggie for not being like get starstruck or something. Like, ooh, the money signs. He was like, nah, man, that sounds fucking awful.
So-
I wonder what it was.
Kanye's
I
down
know.
here,
Me too.
and Soulja Boy is up here. Soulja Boy is the real name in the rap video game hybrid market. And so Kanye's just not as big. So
maybe they can work together.
Soldier Boy's bigger than Kanye in video games. Nice.
They work together.
He's
You
got
have the
some
console.
hype ass Dragon Ball Z.
Bam,
Like
done.
there's been some good ones, right? Did you guys ever play the 50 Cent Blood and Sand?
Yeah.
Angel loved that one.
My buddy Charles and I played that very drunk, and it was a great time shouting.
It
I don't
was a
remember
little
much.
better
There's
than we
another one
thought,
with the
but it
rap
wasn't
fighters,
a good
some
game.
Bronx.
Oh yeah, Def
Oh,
Jam.
With fists like these, I don't even gotta pack no heat.
That game was awesome. There's like a bunch of rappers who you choose. You can beat each other up, dude. I love
old
playing
days.
that game.
Yeah, good retro
We should we should totally do some retro games. Like you remember,
Like
I know
No
y'all-
Man's Sky,
Yeah.
and Sea of
What?
Thieves,
No,
and all
I'm
those other
talking
games that people are like,
retro.
come back. Oh, yes.
No,
I love retro games.
I'm talking about Gladius from LucasArts.
Silent
I'm
Hill.
talking about
Fatal Frame.
NFA 2K5. I'm talking about Hunter Reckoning, which I know you guys have been
Yes.
wanting to do.
I would
and
love
Def
that.
Jam, where we beat each other up. Maybe Knockout Kings, if that's if I got that right. Fight Night, whatever
Fight
it
Night
was.
great.
Yeah, Fight
I
Night.
loved Fight Night.
Guys, cool. All right, well, I think that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching. And like I said, support the show. If you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, hit that Patreon or YouTube join button links down below. We appreciate your support going into 2020. And remember,
2021.
this is
How
video
dare
one.
you.
2021.
2021. Oh, I did it. I knew it was.
Yeah.
I didn't make it through the video.
He's like, not
I
again.
didn't make it through the video. 2021, guys. All right, guys. So video 1 of 2. Please watch our second video, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Bye, guys.